They now have to kill the Medusa twice, but they've already lost ranged racks. Oh gosh, the poor Earthshaker trying to get away while Sing Sing, they're just going all over the place. They'll glimpse backwards the Slaughter. They might be able to bring him down here. Yes, they can. Gem pops out of him, and now it's Medusa time. Can they kill her twice here? That's number one.
Yeah.
Bone 7 has his illusions at the ready. Oh, it's the Sing Sing arrow coming in, and like you said, it's looking not great. They've done it again. Kaipi managed to hold. Who cares about ranged racks?
Yeah, that was with DP getting a good BKB ult off as well. It's just the initiation tools that KP have. If they have one sniff of initiation, they will take it. And it's always those instant ones. And finally, for the first time in the game, we see the perfect combination of Earthshaker Darkseer. There was, no kind of disparity between their placements in team fights, between their blinks and spot. You need the Echo Slam to be in the middle of it.
Actually, Bone 7 trying to get aggressive. Be able to just go top, gonna force up that lane. Even though they won that hold, it's still scary. They did lose another Rax, albeit ranged, and that's just more pressure on their lanes going up, making it harder for Bone 7 to keep split pushing.
Yeah, they can't get a tier 2 from it though. Like, again, they win a team fight, they push out of their base. It's delay tactics, they've bought themselves some time. I am just wondering what kind of big turning point could be for KP, whether it's going to be like an E-Blade for Sing Sing if he goes for the physical damage route instead. Because we've seen a lot of, Blink E-Blade, Mirana's just dishing out massive amounts of nuke damage, but I guess BKB on the DP means that's not going to be the best option to go for. But there's no like one singular item I can pinpoint on KP saying that's going to win them the game, apart from maybe like the Abyssal Blade on Anti-Mage to jump in onto that BKB Death Prophet and try and rip her to shreds.
Small question, why does Witch Doctor have 5 healing salves?
Yeah.
Okay. Just hanging out with them. Yep. Okay. Well, maybe
I'm looking at my screen. I thought you would. I thought it was one of those bugs again. When it
oh,
pops up with
it could be a bug. Maybe it's a bug.
No, those are healing salves. He is salving up right. He has used one. He is now salving up. I guess he really wants to heal himself. He's had a taste of his own brew. The nice little tincture of stuff he carries around with him, and he just felt like buying some more.
All I could think is it the Wagga or the Slasher?
The mech
Slash's way.
The Slasher's way. The mech salves on Faceless Void. That was the good shit right there.
Yeah.
Like honestly, you can. It
was probably a misclick, but it's okay. It's going to be more efficient. I just wonder if it's on purpose. Is it something where at this point in the game, it's worth the 500 gold he spent to not need to go back to the fountain to heal?
I don't know. I think he just likes salves.
Yeah, happens to the best of us.
It's 500 gold. Like honestly,
it's not a negligible cost.
He is just tripping.
Well, that as Bone 7 sends his illusions to push, but they are rallying again on Elab in the top lane. These sieges do get hot. The arrow, the fissure, a little too late to force the arrow to hit. But Medusa is starting to lose health. They gotta keep boning her down, getting rid of her mana. Here comes AM, just gonna walk right up to her. Actually, a blink aggressively forwards. Where is the Echo? They decide not to drop it because BKBs are out. Sing Sing trying to just walk away with his own BKB. Moonlit Shadows has been popped with the paralyzing cask. Go between a couple of them. Now the Death Ward as well. Spirit Siphon can disrupt again. Oh wait, doesn't matter. AM working in on the backlines. The Medusa no longer has BKB. Where is the Mana Void coming up? Bone 7 finally makes it pop. They kill off the Medusa. Death Prophet's getting low as well. They just need to catch up to her. Sing Sing's there to the rescue. He'll bring her down. And again, Kaipi.
Can they get the wipe here? No, they can't.
Oh, maybe they can if Rubik.
Dude, Rubik has double blink and force stab. There's like 0% chance they get GH God there. But their whole is gone. It's just tanking up, making sure she doesn't die. And now that these heroes are dead on the Radiant side, KP finally get to move across the river.
It's happening. They're taking objectives. Well, let's see if they can do anything else. They've got about 15 seconds left here. Maybe they can get this tier 3 down. Not with the glyph. So they get some good damage on a tier 3 though.
Yeah, they can't fully take it down. Bambo is miles away. He was dancing with the Rubik up at top lane. Even taking this tower is risky. Not going to get it fully completed as Elab do return to the defense of their buildings. But Roshan is obviously a point of contention that both teams will be looking towards, and it's about 40 seconds until we find out when the big man returns. Well, Sing Sing did go for the kind of...
It's on 8 seconds. There's no problem with that. I like this blink to help out with their positioning. I'm just impressed they've been able to hold, and it does seem like more damage, always good. You've of course got the problem with AM where he's not the latest of game carries. He's going to you know, having Sing Sing back him up is definitely helpful.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, he does have his bonuses against what, in effect, can be called two intelligence core heroes or carry heroes from the Radiant. You know, obviously Medusa very heavily reliant on mana shield, needs that mana pool to be put still over on the Radiant, so she can do that way, as well as Mystic Snake helping out a hell of a lot as well. But the Abyssal Blade will come through from Bone 7 after the Talisman of Evasion not finishing off Butterfly fully. But it's just going to be wait around Roshan for as long as you can between these two teams. See who blinks first. We'll try and resolve that and, you know, mitigate the push that Radiant actually tries to put forward. Is Earthshaker wearing a toupee?
Look at this.
I mean, do you have anything against toupees? No, he just has white hair.
Are you sure?
He's Nahas. This is Nahas Shaker.
Okay,
He's
I
a
just
silver
thought
fox.
it maybe okay, well, that is one bad.
Yeah. What have you done now, Gary?
I refuse to apologize for art.
What's the other one
So,
called?
I have no idea. You never hear because he's always complaining about Gary.
No, you do. I watched this recently. We like watched through all the episodes.
Excellent. But yeah, I just thought it looked a bit like a toupee. It's not in the Stolen Gem. He's got to go Scepter, hopeful that he won't go down to physical damage coming out of these cores on the Radiant or even the Death Ward. It's actually really nice this game. What do you build up next? Because obviously he has to... Sides could see this. We check their vision. The Echo Slam lands onto 3 of them. And now the Fissure. They're walking on the Slaughter. Will it be enough? Folks getting stoned up. Kaipi aren't in a good place for this fight. There will be one full staffing away. They do finally manage to bring down the Slaughter. But the Coon stuck there being shot by Medusa. Not being hit nearly at all. What is going on here? So the Coon will TP away. No such luck. Disrupt is most likely going to fall
Bone
here
7
as
still
well.
fighting?
Yeah, I did not realize he was on the other side of that fight. He will go down.
I mean... He really wanted to kill off that Witch Doctor, huh?
I assumed that they escaped because that just made sense that they'd try to get out. It's only a 3 for 2, but God, GH God, trying to make it a 2 for 4. Doesn't have mana for Fade Bolt, and Sexy Bambo will blink away.
A little dance around the trees.
Get to go back to the waiting game. Since, as you said, they're not blinking until Roche, but I think super good for Kaipi then that they didn't get pressured in any way.
This, but it's baby steps at this point. Win a team fight, win a skirmish. They kind of need to take this Roshan fight and win it, which is why you'll see the Moonlight Shadow and, you know, run themselves in here as fast as they can. But 20 seconds until MLS, and they're not going to have that actually.
And it's impossible for Bone 7 to get there. The arrow, Bone 7, he is in. You can see him. Earthshaker, you need to save your Bone 7. They've lost both tier 4s in the mid lane. This is a disaster for Kaipi.
Wait, who? What?
Earthshaker goes
Hello?
down to Rubik.
How? Where? What? When?
Magic. I think he blocked in Fade Bolt.
Bambo, what are you doing?
And unfortunately now the Ancient sitting there, 3,500 health.
Exposed.
What do you do?
As KP.
Yeah.
Honestly, a drastic measure time. I wanted them to go and smoke up before the mid lane was pushed and actually get out of their base to try and take the fight. You know, the element of surprise is incredibly important to them, but they felt that they had the strength to defend high ground with the Observer Ward, that the answer to the Rubik. They've got an answer to the Medusa through the Abyssal Blade and Mana Void from AM, an answer through onto the DP, her BKB is wearing down. They've got good ways of controlling her and limiting her mobility in team fights. It's just Rubik is out. What a guy. Actually, after this game, I've got to go back and check what his MMR is. Like, he was 8k or something, I believe, at one point. He's very, very good.
They're doing really well on ELAB, and I mean, it's unfortunate that these two teams had to meet so early, you can argue, but holy Hannah, they are doing well. Like, this is a good game. Being a more even good game. It is now 10,000...
Going back in for the Mjolnir, I guess up against these super creeps, and you assume 4 with Medusa nearly having hers ready as well. 40 gold off it.
Yeah, they are... It's going to be a really uphill battle for Kaipi. What just happened? It just came out. Oh, good times.
I'm really wondering why she's moving top. That's like a game-ending rune. Like you pop BKB, you hit Ancient. Unless they didn't take Glyph. Oh, it's coming back off in 10 seconds. So I guess she didn't think that she could move towards the mid fast enough.
I don't think they took the Glyph timer close enough. So she's gonna get some push on, and I mean, you can end the game. You can
control 3 lanes. They're always going to be pushed in. Like there's one thing which is holding against megas and having the lanes like meet at your ramp. but it's more about clearing megas and pushing off your ramp and further across the map, which KP definitely will struggle with.
Yeah.
Onto these two targets, or either DP or Medusa, and if you can get both, obviously you go for both, but stopping them from casting BKBs and then enabling your Darkseer and Earthshaker to have a better initiation and obviously an infinitely better team fight here with the damage they output. The one thing I do look at is Bone 7 has picked up a Diffusal Blade. I guess with the Ghost Scepter on Rubik, you know, the fact you don't want him to keep outplaying you so much, definitely has no items, Llama.
Look, sometimes your team makes you buy absolute crap.
But like 5 salves.
Yeah, the 5 salves didn't help, right? Witch Doctor's actually not doing...
My point is,
worse.
he has no... So Bone 7 and Sing Sing both have ways to pop the Lincolns.
Yeah, that don't involve him, of course, wasting the ult or the Abyssal. So. And it's pretty cheap, all things considered. Better than a 4-star.
I mean, it's incredibly good.
Onto the Rubik, what's going on here? They will bring him down.
Outplay this, you asshole! You know, what are you gonna do when you get solo echoes like that? He's been dancing circles around KP for the last 55 bloody minutes, and they just go and do that to him.
That was just brutal. I feel like instead caught out, stuck in the creeps, and brought down, and that has to be it.
Yeah, I believe you hit the throne here, and the enemy team says GG.
And ELAB are going to be the ones making it to day 2. Kaipi are right out.
Damn. That's honestly really well played by both teams. KP had a few little mistakes from KP in terms of execution, and you could definitely see that with the synergy between their Darkseer and Earthshaker. But I think both teams drafted and played very well, and you know, it's sad to see